Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Brett's Brain. Today, we're going to talk about venture fund research. If you're an entrepreneur, you've probably heard from me or from others that you should do your research on a fund before you reach out to them and talk to them. You should certainly do research on a fund before you take any money from them. Once you take money from somebody and put them on your cap table, it is nearly impossible to get them off. So here's 3 ways you can be thinking about doing fund research. Prior to talking to a fund, one of the things you need to be thinking about is how do you understand where to find information on these funds and how they invest and where they invest. The most obvious is the fund's website. Go to it, read about it, right? But then you can also go to tools like PitchBook, Crunchbase, Unicorn Nest. There's a variety of tools out there that provide information on funds, where they invest and how they invest. Take advantage of those things. If you really want to go another step deeper, do research on the individual partners within a fund. Do they write a Medium blog? Do they have a podcast? Understand what they're personally interested in once you have an introduction, and that can really go a long way in the meeting. Next, once you're in a meeting, don't be afraid to ask questions. Make sure you're asking questions about the fund when you're in a pitch meeting. I did a video recently that gives you 3 great questions you should always be asking a fund whenever you're in a pitch meeting. And finally, before you take capital from a fund, make sure you ask to talk to founders they've already invested in. Do your research and talk to founders that they've previously invested in. That will give you a wealth of knowledge about how that fund and those founders interact. I would just go to their website after they've offered you terms or a term sheet and say, hey, I saw this one company you invested in. Would you mind if I talked to them? That's it. Those are 3 great ways at different stages in the pitch process that you can be doing your research on the venture capital firms you're interested in.